Peace. You tune in to me, you watching Gully TV. Let's take a walk. Y'all know what it's like when I start walking. That means I got something on my chest I want to get off. Check this out. Adam 22, Divine Evil. Y'all know who he is. Shout out to Hocus for Fifth. Let me go to the beginning. Let me take this from the top. Hocus for Fifth is from a rap group from the Bronx called Bang Bang Boogie. Bang Bang Boogie was affiliated with Pistol Pete Rollout and the Sex Money Murder group. They got indicted. I believe Hocus might have beat his, and everybody, his brother S1 did by probably like 15 years. But everybody went to jail except for Hocus. I believe Hocus beat his. He was on the island, he fought, and he ended up beating his joint. So Hocus drops his flag. Honorable thing to do, especially at this point. It ain't no money in gang banging. Everybody know that. Ain't nothing but death and incarceration in gang banging. So Hocus dropped his flag, and I noticed that he made it a challenge. And a variety of other brothers dropped their flags too. And now people are upset with Adam 22 because Adam 22 did some white boy shit. He made a joke. And we all know, I said this before on this platform, there's a difference between black humor and white humor. And often, the white humor is inappropriate. It's not appreciated by black people. It normally borderlines some racist shit. That's what white humor normally equates to. Adam 22 made a video with his shirt off, and he said it was a joke, right? And he came with this joke during a time when Hocus for Fifth is trying to save some lives. This is something that's serious. And Adam 22 came and made it his business to comment on it, make a joke. And you might ask yourself, well, what do Adam got to do with the Bloods in New York City, the gangbangers in New York City? I'll tell you what he got to do with it. These same niggas just paraded Adam 22 around in the ghetto, in the hoods of New York, just like a month ago, waving gang flags. He was paraded around like the president. Them niggas was happy, they was dancing, looking like a bunch of monkeys with red flags on, doing tribal dances in front of the white man. And when people said something about it, niggas actually made videos trying to justify what they were doing. He did this in the Bronx, and I believe he went to Brooklyn too. In the Bronx, he was with Shay Davis and a bunch of other guys. When the video came out, I just was like, look at these monkeys. Look at these monkeys. Bunch of niggas with no money jumping up and down in front of this cracker. So Adam 22 made a joke about guys dropping their flags. Adam 22 is a devil, just like Styles P called him. He's a devil. And you know what? He profits from black gangs, black street gang culture, black street gang business. This is his business. This has been his business. And ain't no niggas made no effort to tell him to get out of the business or mind his business or stay in his place before this. They invited him to the ghetto. They invited him to the Bronx and paraded him through the Bronx and gave him a V.I.P pass. Made him feel like he was the president. So he feels like he can say what the fuck he want when it pertains to black gangs. You dig? He feel like he can say what the fuck he want. And Styles P was upset that, Adam spoke, made a joke inappropriately during a time when as Styles P said, when black men are trying to save black babies. And I'm with that. But the problem, the big deal about this shit is ain't nobody been telling him to stay in his place. Ain't nobody been telling him to mind his business. Ain't nobody been telling him don't worry about black gangs. This is his business. His platform has been fueled by black street gangs from LA. It actually attracted some federal attention. Some niggas got in trouble fucking around with him. And that didn't stop the niggas from New York from inviting him to that didn't stop niggas from New York from inviting him to the Bronx or inviting him to Brooklyn and parading him around, waving their flags. Seemed like he was trying to make positive identification as if he was sent. You done already booked some niggas on the West Coast. Now go to the East Coast and book them niggas. And you know how niggas are. They welcomed him with open arms. So right now, everybody's upset with him and telling him to stay out of black people business. How? He's involved. Y'all love him. Y'all know how niggas feel about Massa. Y'all know how niggas feel about Massa. So when he do some monkey shit, some shit that's typical of a white boy, can't get upset because y'all been embracing him. Y'all invited him into nigga business. His business is nigga business. It is. His business is nigga business. When you watch Adam 22, you don't see no real big presence of white artists or white people. He might have some in there periodically, but that's not his business. His business is nigga shit. Nigga shit. And that's why he felt that it was appropriate to him to speak during a time when Hocus 4/5 was trying to save some lives. See, we grew here. Adam flew here. And when an outsider comes around, they don't know protocol. They don't know the ethics, morals, and values associated with being black because he's not black. They can't even detect when we being serious. He did some typical white boy shit. But, you know, Styles P put out an Instagram post and he said, you know, y'all need to tell him to shut up and mind his business and yada, yada, yada. Why now? He's been invited into nigga business for the last probably 6-7 years. That's about how long No Jumper has been, you know, attached to the gang culture. So him saying what he said, making jokes and shit, it's because he was invited into nigga shit. Co-signed by niggas. He's Hocus 4/5 is from the Bronx. Adam 22 is from the fucking, Adam 22 was in the fucking Bronx with the gangbangers. He was there. It's video footage. And after he left there, he went to Brooklyn. So to tell him to mind his business and stay out of gang shit after he was already invited to be inside and invited to have a seat at the table and give an inside look, get an inside look at what's going on in New York City. That sounds crazy. That sounds crazy. He should have been excommunicated. He should have been told to stay in his fucking place. He should have been, long before this. That shit, when he came to the Bronx, when he came to Brooklyn, and he was walking through the hood with them niggas, somebody should have been looked at that side out like, this is not right. This doesn't look appropriate. Maybe if we're going to do this, maybe we should call Doggy Diamonds. Maybe we should call Doggy Diamonds. Or somebody who isn't an outsider. I mean, y'all wanted to put on y'all red flags and dance and shit like that. That's not really far removed from what we was doing in the DVD era. Niggas been doing that shit if you want to keep it real. They just was doing it amongst us. They was doing it amongst us. But the shit that Adam 22 did, nigga business is his business. That's how he makes a living. Off of nigga misery, off nigga pain, off of nigga confusion. That's a goddamn shame. And ain't nobody seen nothing wrong with it until this. Everything happens for a reason. And you know what? niggas gonna keep on fucking with him. They is. Niggas gonna keep on fucking with him. He has made response videos, and he speaks the way he speaks. He said something. He referred to Styles P as unk. The same thing that I think Urban Politics said about him in his response. It sound like nigger to me. It do. It sound like nigger to me. The way that he said it, it sounded like some racist, sarcastic shit. It sounded like nigger to me. You know what I'm saying? It did. It did. That's all I have. I just wanted to put things in a perspective that Adam 22's been a part of the whole gang thing. Niggas invited him in. So to tell him to shut his mouth and mind his business now, it's too late. Peace.